How's it going, everyone? This is Astro here again, and welcome back to another Splatoon weapon analysis video. Today's video is going to be all about the Neo Splash-o-matic. So let's get started by taking a look at this weapon's typing, stats, and version history. So to start things off, the Neo Splash-o-matic, which I'll just refer to as the Neo Splash, is a main shooter type weapon in Splatoon that was introduced in version 1.3 as free DLC. It can be purchased from the Ammo Night store for a value of 6,200 coins once you have reached level 9. As for its stats, it shares the same stats as the vanilla Splash-o-matic, having a range of 40, damage of 27, fire rate of 75, and a base damage of 28. Its main difference now lies within its weapon kit. So for its sub-weapon, the Neo Splash receives the Burst Bomb, which is a balloon that's filled with ink and explodes the moment it comes in contact with an enemy or if it hits the ground. As for its special weapon, the Neo Splash receives the Ink Zuka, which is a special that greatly extends the Neo Splash's range by allowing you to pick off enemies at faraway distances. So overall, just like the vanilla Splash-o-matic, the Neo Splash has a high fire rate that will allow you to ink the ground as quickly as possible to support your teammates with stage control. And combined with its weapon kit, you'll be able to fight pretty effectively at any range, whether it's up close with the Burst Bomb or farther away with the Ink Zuka. As for its version history, the Neo Splash once again shares the same changes as the vanilla Splash-o-matic. So you'll be receiving the benefits of the increase in base damage, as well as the reduced spread, increased velocity, and increased range of your shots. The only new change was with the introduction of Special Depletion, where the Neo Splash was placed in the light category. So you'll be losing as low as 40% of your special meter in the event you get splatted. As for the Burst Bomb, it received a combination of downgrades and upgrades to make the weapon balanced overall. You can only throw 2 Burst Bombs with a full tank due to the ink consumption. Your enemies won't flinch as much due to the weakened knockback effect, and the radius for dealing minimum damage has been reduced. However, the minimum damage, the radius for dealing medium damage, and the paint radius have all been significantly increased. So instead of throwing bombs at your feet, hoping that your enemies get hit by the splash damage, try to practice aiming for direct hits to maximize the effectiveness of your bombs. As for the Ink Zuka, you'll have to ink a little more turf to fill your special gauge, but you can use some special charge up to mitigate that loss if you choose to do so. Also, the time needed to fire off the first shot of the Ink Zuka will be a little bit longer, so you'll need to find a safe place to activate the special before you start taking action. And finally, you'll be able to fire off an extra shot or two if you have Special Duration Up equipped on your gear. As for recommended abilities to use on your gear, Damage Up and Bomb Range Up can be used to support the Burst Bomb. Apart from that, in my opinion, I consider the Neo Splash to be gear independent, meaning that you can use any ability that you'd like and it should work just fine. So with that, let's take a look at the first gear build that I have for you in this video. So this first build is designed to manage the use of the Burst Bomb. So we're going to begin by selecting our headgear, which will be in the form of the Camo Mesh. It uses Swim Speed Up for its main ability, and it features the Firefin brand, which highly favors Ink Saber's sub. As for our clothes, we're going to be using the White Tee. It uses Ink Saber's sub for its main ability, and it features the Squid Force brand, which highly favors Damage Up. And finally, for our shoes, we can use either the blue slip-ons or the tan work boots, both of which use Bomb Range Up for its main ability. However, the blue slip-ons features the Crack-On brand, which highly favors Swim Speed Up, whereas the tan work boots features the Rockenberg brand, which highly favors Run Speed Up. So overall, this build tries to utilize the strengths of the Burst Bomb, as the bomb range up on your shoes will increase the throw range of your burst bombs, allowing you to zone your enemies from a distance. The stacks of Ink Saver sub on your headgear and clothes will allow you to throw 3 burst bombs with a full tank, and the damage up on your clothes will make your burst bombs more effective. You also get good movement options on your headgear and shoes. If you decide to use the blue slip-ons, you can stack swim speed up as a way to help you swim strafe your enemies, as well as reposition yourself a little bit faster. But if you need some run speed to circle strafe as well, then the tan work boots is another good option to go with. There's no ink resistance on this build, so you need to be mindful of your surroundings when you're near enemy ink. Up next, I have a general purpose battery build that can be used to charge the Inkzooka. So we're going to begin by selecting our headgear, which will be in the form of the pilot goggles. It uses bomb range up for its main ability, and it features the Forge brand, which highly favors special duration up. As for our clothes, we can use either the FC Albacore or the Camo Layered LS. The FC Albacore uses damage up for its main ability, and it features the Takaroka brand, which highly favors special charge up, whereas the Camo Layered LS uses special charge up for its main ability, and it features the Squid Force brand, which highly favors damage up. And finally, for our shoes, we can use the red high tops, the white kicks, or the oyster clogs. The red high tops and the oyster clogs both feature the Crack-On brand, which highly favors swim speed up. However, for its main ability, the red high tops uses ink resistance up, whereas the oyster clogs uses run speed up. And the white kicks uses swim speed up for its main ability, and it features the Rockenberg brand, which highly favors run speed up. So this build tries to utilize the strengths of the Inkzooka, as the special charge up on your clothes, in combination with the weapon's high fire rate, will allow you to charge your Inkzooka as quickly as possible, and the special duration up on your headgear will allow you to fire off an extra shot. You can still support your burst bombs by making them more effective with damage up, and throwing them at farther distances with bomb range up. However, do keep in mind that you will be limited to using 2 burst bombs with a full tank, since this build does not use any ink efficiency. Finally, you get good movement options on your shoes, and your selection comes down to personal preference. If you're worried about enemy ink, the red high tops is the way to go. However, if you feel like you need some run speed for circle strafing, then the white kicks or the oyster clogs are good options to go with. But overall, in my opinion, these are all good selections to use if you're looking for a more general build to use. So you can mix and match and figure out the best combination that works for your playstyle. But anyways everyone, that is the end of this video, so I'd like to thank you all for watching my analysis on the Neo Splash-o-matic. I hope you found all of this information useful. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, as well as sound off your thoughts on this weapon in the comments section below. I'm also open to learning new things as well, so if there's something that you think I forgot to mention in this presentation, feel free to include that in the comments as well. And subscribe for more videos in the future. So until next time, this is Astro blasting off, and as always, take care, stay fresh, and I hope you all have a great day.